Hi, here we are with the Argument of Definition essay, the second essay of our summer. The Argument of Definition essay is to be a minimum of 1,000 words, in which you present and support an argument of definition as, wait for it, defined in Everything's an Argument, Chapter 9. Your essay must cite a minimum of 4 outside sources, 3 of which originate in print or have print analogs. And remember, that means it was originally a book, a magazine, a journal, a newspaper article, a government report. It doesn't matter how you get it, though. You can get it online, but it was originally in print or came out at the same time in print and web. Now, these sources must be presented in correct MLA fashion with both parenthetical in-text documentation and a works cited page. Dictionaries, encyclopedias, and other general reference works do not count as sources. Okay, let me just clarify. That doesn't mean they cannot be used. You can use them, especially in the argument of definition. People use dictionaries, but they don't count towards your minimum requirements of at least 4 sources. In addition, you must have at least 2 notes done in MLA format, as described in the MLA website linked in Canvas. Okay, now the notes are not, and I repeat, not a substitute for parenthetical in-text documentation. When you go to look up this on web links, you'll see that notes are done to either present additional information, what we call a content note, or to talk something about the source, what we call a bibliographic note. The topic will be a topic of your own choosing, but just as a reminder, there are a few topics that are off limits: abortion, death penalty, child abuse, and religion. Certainly there are many other topics to choose from. Okay, so again, don't give me any papers on that. They're not going to pass. I'm not going to accept them. There are a lot of other topics that you can use. You must also provide a word count of your essay at the end of your text. Do not include the name block, works cited, or table or figure in your word count. Of course, in the definition paper, it's not very likely you'll have a table or figure. I will be creating new work groups to which you will submit a completed rough draft by Wednesday, July 12th, 11:59 p.m. for peer editing. This draft should be as full and complete as possible, meeting all minimum standards required for the assignment. Rough drafts will be submitted both to your workshop group and to me. Peer editing will need to be completed by Friday, July the 14th, 11:59 p.m. Peer edits will be submitted both to the original author, which you do through, again, your Canvas work group, and of course, again, also to me. Remember, the more work you put into the draft, the better your final draft will be. Based on previous experience, I can tell you the difference in the grades of essays that have been peer edited and those that have not is striking. Be sure to consult the out-of-class essay guidelines, okay, which again is posted in your module, right, on Canvas. So make sure you look that over. The first paper, a lot of you didn't really do that. Those guidelines are essential. You need to follow them. And the MLA handouts, so that you avoid errors in format and style. After the peer edits are submitted, you will need to revise and polish your essay and turn in the final draft on Monday, July 17th, 11:59 p.m. No late essays will be accepted without a verified medical or legal excuse. Now, just to review the minimum requirements. It must be at least 1,000 words. Okay, you can obviously go over that, but we're not talking about a 2,000 or 3,000 word essay per se here. Right? At least 4 sources. You can always have more. 3 of those sources must originate in print. You may have more than the minimum, as I said, but don't forget, just because you add more on top of it doesn't mean that they don't have to be quality. They need to be quality sources. Don't forget that you have at least 2 notes presented in proper MLA format, and of course the MLA documentation for both in-text and works cited page. Now, in addition to this handout, on Canvas you will find a handout for some possible topics that you may choose. Okay, in other words, there's some words there that you might consider as potential for your essay. But you're not limited to those words. Okay, you can choose any word that you want that's going to produce a good argument of definition. But I would definitely look over the list of possible topics that I presented for you. Okay, now if you have any questions going forward, do not hesitate to contact me either through the Canvas message system or through email. Good luck.